Hey, Dawes here once again, and in this video I want to talk about the most common and possibly the biggest problem that is probably stopping most people booking your service or buying your products from you. And that problem is that your prospective customers are not interested in you in any way, shape or form. That is the fact, period. Now that may come to a bit of a shock to many of you because you may have spent decades, going away and getting qualified and getting certificates and training with certain people to build up your credibility in the marketplace, because you're promoting yourself on the fact that you've got all of these qualifications and you've trained with all of these credible people, but your prospective customers are not interested in that at all. It's a complete waste of time. And let me tell you why. What your customers are interested in is what they can get from you. They're not interested in how great you are. They're not interested in the features of what you've got. They're not interested in the accolades you've got. What they're interested in is what are the benefits to them of investing in your product or your service. So they need to see it from their point of view. Now, one simple way you can do this is have a 2-column spreadsheet. And on one column, you can list all the features of what your product or service offers. Now, a feature is something that your product or service does. So if you're teaching physical restraint, or if you're teaching self-defense, or whatever it is, you can say that the features of our course are, it will qualify you with this, it will train you in a day, it will give you this, it will give you that. They're features, okay? The other column is how you transpose that feature into a benefit that the customer will value. So for example, you might say that our course gives you this certificate or this qualification. The benefit to you would be that you have whatever it is, you have a nationally recognised vocational qualification that gives you a unique selling point in the marketplace, da-de-da-de-da-de-da. Get the idea? You've got to look at it from the customer's perspective. And every one of the benefits that you offer must solve a problem. So here's an example for you. One of the questions I kept getting asked many years ago and still get asked it today is, if I come and train with you, will I get beasted? That's obviously a fear point for them. So are we going to make them do press-ups on their tongues, squat thrusts, run around a football pitch 6 times as a warm-up? So we answer that question. We say that, we took a feature. We say we are a professional qualifying course. The benefit to you is you will not be beasted. You will be treated as a professional attending a professional qualifying course. So that then allays a fear, promotes a benefit for the customer. The more benefits you can actually put to the customer that specifically solve a problem for them, and that problem is a conversation that's going on inside their head, so you need to enter that conversation they're thinking about, which isn't hard to do. You've only got to go and look at forums, look on LinkedIn threads, look on Facebook threads and find out what they're discussing. And if you can provide the solution to a specific problem, you have a benefit-driven factor that you can promote to your prospective clients. And that's one way of increasing the amount of sales you get and the amount of people you're coming to train with you, or the amount of people that buy your product or whatever it is. Okay. Now the main failing in this, and I apologise to any web designers out there, are web designers, because when you go to have a website developed, you want to produce a website, you go to a web developer and they will say, yeah, we can build your website. Tell us a little bit about what you do. Tell us a bit about yourself. And it's not their fault, by the way. They're looking for information to put on a page to produce a good looking website. Right, good-looking websites do not correlate into sales, okay? So if you've got a website that says, hi, my name's Dawes and I've got this black belt and that black belt and I'm an expert witness and I've done this and I've written these books and I'm absolutely brilliant because the sun shines out of every orifice of my body, that is going to turn people off in many, many ways. And one of the factors is fear. Because if you set yourself up as being really, really good, one of the fears for them is, I'll never be able to train to that person because I'll never reach the same standards as them. That's a fear they'll have. You need to solve that one. So you need to actually change your approach from talking about you to talking about them. You need to be customer focused and you need to be benefit driven, and everything that you promote to your customers or your prospective customers must actually solve a problem for them, and it must give them a benefit that moves them closer to wanting to engage with you to purchase your product and your service. Now, here's a little exercise for you. Go away, go on the internet, go and have a look at various websites in your industry sector, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's not hard. People are always talking about themselves and trying to promote themselves as if to say, I'm really good, you should come and train with me. It doesn't work. It's never worked. It's never going to work. Trust me. You need to have a website, for example, or your marketing material or your emails need to go out that say, this is what we can do for you. This is the problem that we can solve for you. Okay, it's as simple as that. It does take a while to get your head around it, but if you can master this one skill, you won't be leaving money on the table, and you'll see your sales and the demand for your services go through the roof. And one final thing for you, when you are offering yourself out there, be authentic. Okay, be genuine. Don't hide behind something. Don't hide behind accolades. Be yourself. Okay, people will respect you for that. All right, I hope that helps. You have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon.